Praise the Lord. Just sitting here, just going through some tracks and catching up on the world news and reading 5 or 6 newspapers and, excuse me, trying to decipher and determine what the truth is. Outside of God, our Father, we have belief and believer and believed and believed past tense, and right in the middle of the word believe is 3 letters, L-I-E. And so many certain people, and so many of you, and I'm certain of the certain people, you believe stuff on a whim, a gimmick. You're so easily deceived and tricked. I'm a Trekkie, and I'm also a Star Wars fan. And with Star Trek, the Borg say resistance is futile. But so many people are so easily deceived and tricked. And it used to be when you were deceived by someone and you found the person out, you would thank the person who revealed the manipulator unto you, or the one that had deceived you, the deceiver. But now, this day and age, when people have been manipulated or deceived, they get mad at the person that gave them the truth and continue to be friends with the manipulator or the deceiver as I leave this alone. And that hit me so hard today, how times have really, really changed, that so many of us all of us transgress against God. It says all fall, not y'all fall, and just deep. I was sitting here thinking just how so many people, and I'm certain of this, are so easily deceived. Beliefs, believed, believer, believe, and right in the middle, L-I-E. Right in the middle of believer, believed, beliefs, and believe, past tense. When you digest it, you can't throw it up, and now it's become a truth. Anything you swallow and get so deep in you, even if it's a lie, will become the truth. I love to fish, and sometimes I catch real tiny minnows, baby fish, guppies, and they swallow the whole hook. The hook is bigger than the little baby, the guppy. And I know that this fish not going to make it, because most fish, you can just get the hook out their mouth. They might not eat for a while, and a lot of them live to be caught at a later time and date at a bigger size. But sometimes that fish, that baby fish, us, we swallow that hook so deeply that when God comes to pull that hook out of our mouth, it's so deep in our belly and our craw and our gut that it pulls out all of our insides. And that causes a horrific but supernatural change. The surgery of God. He had to gut you. But then there are relationships and marriages and friendships and partnerships and leaderships and friendships and fallen ships and fellowships and fellowships and friendships and battleships and worships and warships that some of us have embarked upon and boarded and embarked upon and left out on, and just like the little USS Minnow. Sound familiar? The tiny ship. This is Gilligan's Island part now. The tiny ship that was lost. But we talking about a fish who has swallowed a hook so deep and so big, a belief, a lie, belief, believer, believed, and believers all have a 3-letter word in the middle, L-I-E. And so many have swallowed the hook. A tiny little guppy and a big old hook. So I have to take the hook out of it's not even in the little fish's mouth. Fish mouth. It's not even in the little fish throat. The hook is in the fish belly, intestines, life support system, liver, pancreas, spleen, rib cage, heart, lungs, upper and lower intestines, stomach, and you got to pull that hook out that little fish. Come on with me. Let me teach you. Let me paint the picture. And that's how so many of us have fallen prey to Satan and Satan's child or children, or man or woman. God will send 7 good women. Satan will send 1 bad. God has sent 7 good men. Satan has sent 1 bad. And unfortunately, if you don't have discernment, you're going to have to figure out which one is which. If you make it. If you make it, this tiny fish swallowing these giant hooks in life. And that's what happens to so many of us, because we won't listen. We haven't been taught. You know, we might have some college education. You might have some good parents, but you got to have some spirituality. You got to have some supernatural divide. You got to have some discernment. You got to call on Hashem, the name. You got to be aware and beware. You got to have a spirit that's not of yours. You got to have a rebirth certificate, not a new birth certificate, but a rebirth certificate, and then a new birth certificate will take place. But you got to have the rebirth certificate as you get the new birth certificate. As I leave this alone, man, I pray, man, you listen to this song, man. Don't be a fish, man, swallowing giant hooks. Don't believe everything, man, that anybody can cook, man. In your mind, in your heart, man. Oh my God, believe, man, in your mind and heart. Believer, believe. L-I-E is in the center of these. Are you feeling me, man? The devil tried to kill me, and God came and saved me from myself first, man. I pray you're listening. L-I-E. I pray you're listening. Right in the center of, not from above, man. In spite of a love, man. Not because of, as I fall on my knees. Listen. As I fall on my knees. Listen now. Belief. Believer, believe, believed, all have L-I-E into center of the word. Y'all better stop believing everything. You better learn on your own. You better call on him. You better get to know him. So many of y'all had a close encounter of a third kind. But have you had a close encounter of a kind God? I have. I have. As I leave this alone. So I was sitting here in prayer, in communion with the Most High God, from whom all healings and supernatural dealings and blessings and corrections and the surgery of God flows through and from. This is the day that the Lord hath made. I don't know about you, but I will rejoice and be glad in it. Call on him. Call on his name, man. Don't be ashamed, man. Call on his name. Yes, he will. Call on his name, man. He really will. Calling on his name. I'm not ashamed. Calling on his name. That's the abject. That is the aim and goal of my abstract art. Is to paint a picture so vivid that you can feel it and taste it. That is my aim and goal in a supernatural view and perspective. It's to paint a picture so vivid, to sing a song so deep that just a glimpse of heaven can be tasted or seen. We are to paint a picture so that those who come in contact with us will believe. I haven't been to heaven, but just a glimpse of heaven. I've tasted. I've died twice. And no pill got me into the situation I was in, and no pill got me out. It's only getting to know God, our Father, for myself. I met him on his level. We're going to meet him on his terms, but he got to bring you up to his level. Believe, belief, believers, believed. L-I-E in the center. Get to know God, our Father, for yourself. If you believe in God or not, he's still God all by himself. And he still receives all the praise on purpose. Calling on his name. Peace. Calling on his name. Peace. One. Calling on his name. Calling on his name. God bless you. God keep you.